Gymnastics. When the best men in the world assembled here in August, we were able to provide for the first time a sporting event on the same day via satellite to the United States. And that was an exciting day and another milestone for ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Shushanova's second tumbling run is a 1.5 side Arabian. And watch this, she continues into the second run now. Shades Bo Miljančić. I think that hurts. It really doesn't. The timing is just right. She really hits with her hands and her legs first before her stomach even touches the mat.
To the people in the stands, that's such a subtle move, but you know the judges are looking at it.
Oh, they look for that originality, and Shushanova really has it in all her tumbling and in her dance. And here's her last tumbling run, a double back. Does it with seemingly no effort, but I think we know better.
And Elena Shushanova may have just locked up the gold medal for herself.
Let's take another look at that belly flop. Round off. Her hands hit first, then her thighs and her toes, and it really doesn't hurt at all, although if you're not in the kind of shape she's in, it might hurt a little bit.
9.975. The final medal standing then in this, the 7th World Cup. Shushanova the gold. Silivas of Romania splitting up those two Soviet gymnasts for the silver. Miljančić the bronze. In all ways by dynasties of the past, now playing host to who have a dynasty of the present. The stars of this dynasty are not Genghis Khan, Sun Yat-sen, Mao Zedong, or the artistic trademarks of their time left behind, but Shushanova, Miljančić, and the other female gymnasts who are now the artistic trademarks in their sport. You'll see them today in the World Cup of Gymnastics from Beijing, China, on ABC's Wide World of Sports. More. And 5 years later, Jim McKay and ABC Sports did just that.
Thousands of people are streaming into the big Capitol Arena. As you can see, Mao Zedong together. Oh, what a discount!
As athletes rose to new heights, China seemed to provide the mystery of a new experience. In 1980, Linda Fradiani and other U.S. figure skaters met the children of China. And we went along. While Peggy Fleming performed to a sellout crowd who hadn't quite seen anything like this before. Over the years, life in China has remained the same as much as it has changed. And it is those comparisons that make each visit to this land an adventure. The Soviet Union dominates the women, a gold in the all-around and the vault. Here she goes on the uneven bars.
And she has superior difficulty. Watch this move. Straddle down right into a full twist, reverse heck. She continues the momentum here. Right into a Delchev, over the low bar. One superior move after the other. That's why she gets the score. Here she goes into her dismount. Giant swing. Full twisting, double back. What a routine.
15-year-old Elena Shushanova, only one of the Soviet stars on a team that's as deep as an ocean.
Now right here, Elena has to build a great deal of momentum, not only to complete this full twist, but also to get up and over that high bar. As she continues her swing. Now, like I said, Elena swings well, but she also has such great brute strength. More so than many of the other gymnasts.
The top 8 women from the all-around competition competing here in the individual. And Elena Shushanova has put a lot of pressure on all of them.
Gymnastics and thoroughbred racing, the key elements of Wide World of Sports today.
With the World Cup of Gymnastics continuing, we will now prove that good things do come in small packages. Here's the Soviet Union's Oksana Miljančić, 4'7", 66 pounds.
Now Oksana mounts with a straddle over the bar, right to a kip. Look at the straight arms, the position in the air, right to a handstand. Right into a Delchev, right to a Somi, catching the low bar. 1.5 twist here, heck to the high bar. Talk about precision on every move. Full twist there, over the bar. She makes it look so easy, and that's what gymnastics is all about. Double twisting, fly away.
She may look small and young, but she's an experienced veteran. I'll let you do the arithmetic. She's 16 years old, and she began competing in 1976. And she turns in here yet another fine performance.
You know, Al, you enjoy watching her not just because of the difficult elements that she throws, but because she seems to throw caution to the wind. She really attacks this apparatus with total abandon. Not only that, her creative combinations, as we see right here, this soul circle right into a pop to the high bar, heck to the high bar, are really spectacular. Just what the judges are looking for.
A 9.975 for Omelianchik, but all this does is illustrate how strong Shushenova was. For as great as that score is, Omelianchik is still not past her Soviet teammate. One competitor to go now on these uneven bars. From Romania, Daniela Silivas in second place after the all-around competition. She needs a 9.975 to tie, a perfect 10 to take the lead.
And she is a little dynamo on this event. Straddle over. Talk about strength and position in her handstands. They're just perfect. Right into a Delchev drop to the low bar. No effort involved, it looks like here, but we know better. Stalters. Kip shoot through. Look at the toe point. Look at the form. Right into a reverse hecht over the high bar. Getting ready for her dismount. Giant swing. Clear hip front with a half. So easily done. Exactness on every move is what the uneven bars is all about. Any extra swing, extra arch in the back really distracts from this event, and Danielle has none of that. Handstand half turn, right into what is called a stalter. Perfect position in the handstand.
Well, she needed to be virtually perfect, and she was 1/10 less than that. 9.9 for Daniela Silivas, a total of 19.85. She will finish and receive the bronze medal. Again, it is a story of Soviet domination. Shushenova wins the gold. Omelianchik wins the silver. It's continuing in Beijing, China. We're watching the women's individual competition. I'm Al Trautwig along with Kathy Rigby-McCoy. And the first to mount the balance beam is 16-year-old Soviet gymnast Oksana Omelianchik, tied for first after the all-around competition, which helped her qualify for these individual competitions.
As I mentioned on the uneven bars, Oksana is really aggressive in her approach to all the apparatus. She doesn't seem to hold back. She's not overly controlled. Now here's a back handspring, two back handsprings right into a layout. She moves so freely. The next run she has coming up really shows off the style of Oksana and her originality. Watch this. Her stag handstand. Look at the toe point, the straight legs. Right into a drop split. She has an original move coming up. It's a back handspring with a half twist into a back hip circle. Here it goes. Beautifully executed. You can see there she's actually smiling while she's up there. Most gymnasts have enough to do just to concentrate. You can see a little pause here preparing for her dismount. It has to be so exact. She lands with both feet on the balance beam to a double pike dismount.
Young lady from Kiev, dotting every I and crossing every T, every move accentuated.
Now, to get a good score, you have to make it look like you're almost performing on the floor, and she does that with these two back handsprings into a layout.
A 9.95 for Omelianchik with some very talented gymnasts to go. One of them is Romania's Daniela Silivas, who is 2 inches shorter than little Oksana.
And Al, this is an original mount. It's kind of a mixed grip right to a shoulder stand. Very innovative. Watching Silivas in practice, fireworks could go off around her and she wouldn't be distracted. She is so intense. Showing flexibility here. Got into an aerial walkover. Beautifully executed, as if she's floating in air. Full turn. She seemed to be the last one in the